Welcome to Classroom Access. Today's session is all about the calendar. The calendar is completely customizable to you, specifically for your class, and you can switch between the monthly calendar view or the agenda view. It will list everything here. Whatever works easiest for you. Navigate between months. Over here on the left, you can go forward or backwards to quickly get back to the current date. Click today and it'll highlight what today is for you. I always click on the day to add an event or a note rather than clicking on event at the top. It doesn't matter which one you click, you're going to get the same end result. It's just easier for me to click on the actual calendar for the day that I want to add an event. So let's add an event for July 21st. Let's say that they're going to go on a field trip or something. Now up here on the category, event is the default. You can change it to whatever you want. It's just the title. So when the parent clicks on the title to view more information, they'll see that what's viewable. So choose your time and your location and include any additional information that parents may need to know in the notes section. For example, if we're taking a field trip to the natatorium, let's say we're going from 9 o'clock until 2. This is only happening once, so I'm not going to repeat anything. And then I would add notes down here at the bottom. So I'll put the notes of what needs to be packed in a bag. Maybe a bathing suit, sack lunch, money for concessions, etc. Whatever information will be helpful for the parent that they may otherwise ask you. I add a lot of details here, and it has saved me from getting a lot of emails from parents with questions. The notes are optional, though, so you don't have to put anything there if you don't want to. It will still save. At the bottom, there's an option to send an email to remind them the day before an event. This feature is amazing. I like to set my calendar up 6 weeks at a time and set it to remind parents of important things. On days my students are scheduled to go to the library or to PE or something, the calendar will remind them to bring their library books or to wear tennis shoes. If you've got field trips planned, early release days, parties, holidays coming up, co-curricular or extracurricular schedule, you can put all of that here and have this automatically set up to send out an email to remind them. And the calendar will also remind you. So if you uncheck it, then it won't send a reminder. They can just come on the calendar and see that the date, the events are there. It won't remind them. You have to make sure that that is automatically checked. So they can click on that, see what the details are. This edit button is here if you need to add something or take something off. You can unclick this if you don't want them to get a reminder, if they don't need a reminder. They do make sure it's highlighted in blue. Let's see. Oh, if you delete something, it will totally disappear. So down here, if I delete this, it will totally take it off the calendar. If you cancel it, right here you can mark this event as canceled. Then it will turn red with a line through it. So if you just delete something, if a parent hasn't checked the calendar in a while, they may not know that something was ever there in the first place. If you mark it as canceled, this lets parents know that a change is being made, that it was originally scheduled here, but maybe due to bad weather or something it has been canceled. So if you just delete it, They won't know. Deleting is really for you if you accidentally scheduled something for the wrong day or something like that. Don't just delete something on the parents. It won't alert them to that. So if your parents are wanting to, they can print this calendar out from home by right-clicking on the page and selecting print. They will not be notified when you update or change the calendar. So if they've printed one out and then you've gone and made changes to it, make sure that you post a memo that says, hey, the calendar's been updated or changes have been made to the schedule on Tuesday. Please see the calendar for details. This will save you a lot of time in the long run. So that's how you work the calendar. If you have any questions, email support@classroomaccess.com.